Imagine waking up in the morning, rubbing your eyes, and before even stepping out of bed, your mind whispers, "Today is going to be a disaster." Maybe you had a rough day yesterday, or there's something stressful coming up. But before anything has even happened, you've already told yourself that things will go wrong. And because your mind listens to every word you say, it starts looking for proof. Every small inconvenience feels like confirmation that your day is terrible. Now imagine a different scenario. You wake up and instead tell yourself, "Today is an opportunity for growth." You don't know exactly how things will unfold, but you frame the day in a way that makes you more open to learning, adapting, and handling challenges with a sense of control. The words you choose set the foundation for how you experience the world. Words are not just meaningless sounds, they are the building blocks of your reality. Every sentence you speak, whether out loud or in your mind, has a direct influence on your emotions, your actions, and even how others perceive you. Think about how different words create different reactions. If you constantly tell yourself, "I'm not good enough," you'll start acting like someone who isn't. If you say, "I always find solutions," your brain will work to make that belief true. This isn't just motivational talk, it's psychology. The way you talk to yourself programs your subconscious mind. If you repeatedly use negative words, your mind wires itself to expect failure, fear, or struggle. But if you speak with confidence, encouragement, and purpose, your mind follows that direction instead. The question is, are you speaking words that empower you or words that limit you? The answer could be the key to transforming your reality. Now let's dive deeper into how words shape our emotions, beliefs, and even our future. How words shape your emotions and beliefs. Have you ever noticed how a single word can change how you feel in an instant? Imagine walking into a room, feeling completely normal, and then someone says, "You look really tired today." Even if you weren't feeling exhausted before, suddenly, you start questioning yourself, "Do I look bad? Am I really that tired?" Your energy drops. Now imagine the opposite. Someone greets you with, "You look amazing today." You have such a positive energy. Instantly, you stand a little taller, smile a little wider, and feel more confident. This isn't just a coincidence. Words have power. They act as emotional triggers that can uplift us or tear us down, shift our mindset, and even impact our physical state. Science backs this up. Studies in psychology and neuroscience show that the words we use influence the chemical reactions in our brain. When we use negative language such as, "I'm terrible at this," "I'll never succeed," or "This is impossible," our brain releases cortisol, the stress hormone, which increases anxiety, reduces our ability to think clearly, and makes us feel stuck. The more we repeat these phrases, the more our brain reinforces them, creating a loop of negativity. On the other hand, when we use positive, empowering language, "I am capable," "This challenge will make me stronger," "I'm improving every day," our brain responds differently. It releases dopamine and serotonin, chemicals that enhance motivation, happiness, and focus. In other words, the words we use don't just describe our reality, they shape it at a biological level. But it's not just about how we talk to ourselves. The words we hear from others shape our self-image as well. If you grew up hearing phrases like, "You're not smart enough," "You'll never amount to anything," or "You always mess things up," those words likely became a part of your subconscious identity, influencing your confidence and decisions, even if you don't realize it. But the good news? You have the power to rewrite those beliefs by consciously choosing different words now. Think about this. Instead of saying, "I always fail at this," try, "I'm still learning, and every mistake helps me grow." Instead of, "I'm not confident enough," say, "I am developing confidence every day." Instead of, "I'm not good at socializing," say, "I'm improving my communication skills with every conversation." The words we repeat to ourselves become our reality. If we keep using negative language, we unconsciously limit ourselves, reinforcing fear, doubt, and inaction. But if we choose words of strength, possibility, and resilience, we reshape our mindset, opening ourselves to growth and transformation. And this goes even deeper. The next section will explore how your words don't just affect you, but also how they shape the world around you, your relationships, your career, and even your destiny. How your words shape your relationships and influence others. The way you speak doesn't just affect you. It directly impacts the people around you, shaping your relationships, your social circle, and even how others perceive and respond to you. Think about it. Have you ever been around someone who constantly complains, criticizes, or speaks negatively? It drains your energy, doesn't it? On the other hand, being around someone who speaks with kindness, confidence, and encouragement makes you feel lighter, inspired, and more motivated. This happens because words carry emotional weight. When you say something, whether to yourself or to someone else, you're not just communicating information. You're transmitting an energy, a frequency that influences emotions, perceptions, and even behaviors. Let's break it down. Words shape your relationships. Your words act like seeds. You can plant seeds of trust, respect, and love, or you can plant seeds of doubt, resentment, and insecurity. Every conversation you have either strengthens or weakens your relationships. Harsh, critical words create distance and tension. If you constantly criticize a friend, a partner, or a colleague, they may start to feel unappreciated and pull away. Kind, supportive words build emotional safety and connection. If you acknowledge people's efforts, express gratitude, and offer encouragement, they feel valued and are more likely to reciprocate positivity. Think about the last time someone genuinely appreciated you. Maybe they said, "I really admire the way you handle tough situations," or "I'm lucky to have you in my life." How did it make you feel? Probably respected, loved, and more confident. Now imagine the opposite, someone saying, "You never do anything right," or "I don't know why I even bother with you." Those words leave scars. They plant doubt and insecurity in the mind, sometimes for years. This is why mindful communication is so powerful. Your words can either heal or harm, bring people closer or push them away. Words shape your social life and opportunities. The way you speak also determines the kind of people and opportunities you attract. If you constantly talk about how unlucky you are, how people can't be trusted, or how everything is unfair, you subconsciously repel positive connections. People pick up on negative energy, even in subtle ways. On the other hand, if you use words that express confidence, openness, and curiosity, you naturally attract like-minded individuals and create better opportunities. Successful leaders, entrepreneurs, and influencers understand this deeply. They know that how they communicate, whether in business, friendships, or public speaking, can either open doors or close them. Have you ever noticed that charismatic people speak with certainty? They don't say, "I think I can do this." They say, "I will do this." They don't say, "I don't know if I'm good enough." They say, "I am constantly improving and growing." This subtle shift in language creates a massive shift in reality. When you speak with confidence, people perceive you as more capable, reliable, and attractive, whether in friendships, business, or personal relationships. 3. Words shape how others treat you. People will often treat you based on how you speak about yourself. If you constantly say things like, "I'm so stupid," "I always mess things up," or "I don't deserve good things," others might start believing it too, even if they didn't think that way before. Your words create the impression of who you are. But if you start speaking with self-respect and self-worth, people will naturally respond differently. Imagine saying, "I respect myself, and I only allow positive energy in my life. I am learning and growing every day. I bring value to the people around me." The more you reinforce these ideas through words, the more others will start to see you that way, and ultimately, you will start believing it yourself. The bottom line, your words aren't just sounds. They are tools of creation, shaping how others perceive you, how they respond to you, and what kind of relationships you build. Speak mindfully, choose words that uplift, and watch how your world transforms. The hidden power of self-talk, rewiring your brain for success. While the words we speak to others shape our relationships and external world, the words we say to ourselves, our self-talk, shape our internal world. Your inner dialogue is constantly influencing your thoughts, emotions, and even your actions. The question is, are you using this power to build yourself up or tear yourself down? Most people don't realize how much their self-talk determines their reality. If you keep telling yourself, "I can't do this," "I'm not good enough," or "I always fail," your brain starts to believe it. These thoughts become deep-seated beliefs, which then shape your behaviors. You hesitate, you avoid risks, and you stay stuck in the same patterns. But the opposite is also true. If you train yourself to use empowering self-talk, "I am capable," "I can figure this out," "I am worthy of success," your brain starts seeing new possibilities. You gain confidence, you take action, and eventually you see results. 1. How negative self-talk becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy. Imagine two people facing the same challenge. One says, "This is too hard. I'm never going to get it." The other says, "This is difficult, but I can learn and improve." Who do you think is more likely to succeed? The second person, of course. not because they were born smarter, but because their words encourage persistence rather than defeat. The brain operates on reinforcement. If you repeatedly tell yourself that you're not good enough, your brain will look for evidence to confirm it. It will highlight past failures, ignore successes, and make you feel incapable. But if you shift your self-talk to something positive, your brain will start reinforcing that instead. It will remind you of times you succeeded, give you the motivation to try again, and help you develop resilience. 2. How to rewire your brain with positive self-talk. Rewiring negative thinking isn't about toxic positivity. It's about consciously choosing thoughts that empower you rather than limit you. Here's how you can start. Become aware of your self-talk. Notice when you say things like, "I'm not good at this," or "I always mess up." Catch these moments. Challenge negative thoughts. Ask yourself, is this really true? Most of the time, it's not. You're just repeating old programming. Reframe your words. Instead of saying, "I can't do this," say, "I'm still learning." Instead of, "I always fail," say, "Every failure teaches me something valuable." Use affirmations wisely. Saying, "I am confident," won't work if you don't believe it. Instead, say, "I am becoming more confident every day." This feels more realistic and easier for your brain to accept. Speak to yourself like you would a friend. Would you ever call a friend stupid or a failure? No. Then why do it to yourself? Treat yourself with the same kindness you give others. 3. Why words physically rewire your brain. Neuroscience has proven that words and thoughts physically reshape the brain. Every time you repeat a thought, positive or negative, you strengthen neural pathways associated with that belief. Over time, these pathways become your default mindset. This is why people stuck in negative self-talk find it so hard to break the cycle. It's a deeply ingrained habit. But the good news? The brain is neuroplastic, meaning it can be rewired at any time. By intentionally changing your self-talk, you're literally rewiring your brain for success, confidence, and resilience. The bottom line: words are not just sounds or scribbles on a page. They are forces of creation. Whether spoken out loud or whispered internally, your words dictate your reality. They shape how you see yourself, how others perceive you, and ultimately, the life you create. When you change the way you speak, to others and to yourself, you change your world. The science behind words and their impact on the brain. The idea that words shape reality isn't just a philosophical concept. It's backed by science, psychology, and neuroscience. Every word you speak, whether aloud or in your mind, sends signals to your brain that influence how you think, feel, and behave. This is why some people seem naturally confident, successful, and at peace, while others are trapped in a cycle of fear, doubt, and negativity. How words physically reshape your brain. For decades, neuroscientists have been studying the effects of language on the brain. One of the most fascinating discoveries is the concept of neuroplasticity, which proves that the brain is not a fixed structure, but a dynamic system that rewires itself based on repeated thoughts, behaviors, and experiences. Think of your brain like a forest. Every thought you have is like a path being walked on. The more you use certain words, whether negative or positive, the stronger that path becomes. If you constantly say things like, "I'm not good enough," or "I always fail," you reinforce those pathways, making it easier for your brain to default to negative thinking. Over time, these thoughts become your reality, and you start behaving in ways that align with them, leading to self-sabotage, fear, and anxiety. But the same principle works in reverse. When you consciously replace negative words with empowering ones, you begin creating new neural pathways. For example, if you start saying, "I am capable," or "I am resilient," you begin forging new trails in the brain, ones that lead to confidence, motivation, and inner peace. A study at the University of Pennsylvania found that when people used optimistic and empowering language, their brain's reward system was activated, releasing chemicals like dopamine and serotonin, neurotransmitters responsible for happiness, motivation, and emotional resilience. These chemicals not only improve mood, but also enhance focus, energy, and productivity. The biological response to words. It's not just the brain that responds to language, your entire body does. Studies have shown that the words you use can directly affect your hormonal balance and immune system. Words associated with anger, fear, or self-doubt activate the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fight or flight responses. Words associated with anger, fear, or self-doubt activate the amygdala, the part of the brain responsible for fight or flight responses. This triggers a surge of cortisol, the stress hormone, increasing anxiety, tension, and even physical health issues like high blood pressure and weakened immunity. On the other hand, words like love, gratitude, and peace have the opposite effect. They lower cortisol levels, reduce stress, and activate the parasympathetic nervous system, which promotes relaxation, healing, and mental clarity. One famous experiment by Dr. Masaru Emoto demonstrated this principle in a remarkable way. He exposed water molecules to different words, both positive and negative, and then froze them. Under a microscope, the molecules exposed to positive words formed beautiful, symmetrical crystal structures, while the ones exposed to negative words became chaotic and fragmented. If words can do this to water, imagine what they do to your mind and body, considering that the human body is made up of 60% water. How words influence your perception of reality. Your inner dialogue, the words you repeat to yourself every day, determines how you see the world. If you keep telling yourself, the world is a dangerous place, you will interpret every situation through that lens. If you constantly think, no one cares about me, you will subconsciously seek out evidence to confirm that belief. But if you shift your language, your perception of reality changes. Instead of saying, nothing ever works out for me, try saying, every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Instead of, I'm not good at this, say, I am improving every day. This isn't just self-help talk, it's cognitive reprogramming. By changing your words, you train your brain to seek out positive experiences and solutions instead of problems. Words have the power to trap you in fear or set you free. They can be a prison or a gateway to a new reality. And the best part, you are in control of the words you choose. Practical strategies to rewire your language and transform your reality. Now that we understand how words shape our thoughts, emotions, and even our brain structure, the next step is learning how to consciously shift our language to create a more positive and empowering reality. The good news? You don't have to make drastic changes overnight. Small, consistent adjustments in your language can rewire your thinking patterns, boost your confidence, and reshape the way you interact with the world. The words you use daily, whether in your internal dialogue or spoken conversations, carry tremendous power. They shape how you see yourself, how you interpret challenges, and how you respond to life's obstacles. Learning to control your words is one of the most powerful mental habits you can develop. In this section, we'll explore practical strategies to help you transform your mindset, reprogram negative thought patterns, and create a reality where you feel more in control, confident, and fulfilled. 1. Reframe negative self-talk into empowering statements. Most people don't realize just how harsh they are to themselves. We tend to be our own worst critics, constantly feeding our minds with self-defeating language like, I'm so stupid. I can't do this. I'm not good enough. But imagine if you spoke to a close friend like that. Would they feel motivated or inspired? Of course not. So why do we treat ourselves this way? Your brain is always listening to the words you say. When you repeatedly use negative language, your subconscious accepts it as truth and begins reinforcing those beliefs. Over time, you start acting in ways that confirm your own negative assumptions. Instead of accepting negative thoughts, make a habit of reframing them into empowering statements. Instead of I can't do this, say, I am still learning and I'm getting better every day. Instead of I always mess things up, say, I learn from every mistake and improve each time. Instead of I'm not good enough, say, I am growing, evolving, and capable of achieving my goals. At first, these new statements might feel unnatural. But the more you repeat them, the more they become embedded in your subconscious, replacing negative beliefs with confidence, resilience, and self-empowerment. 2. Become aware of the words you use daily. Many of us unconsciously use words that reinforce negative emotions and stress. Start paying attention to the words you use when describing yourself, the phrases you repeat when facing challenges, the language you use when talking to others. For example, instead of saying, I'm terrible at public speaking, try, I am working on improving my public speaking skills. I hate my job. Try, I am actively working toward a career that fulfills me. I always have bad luck. Try, I am learning to create my own opportunities. This small shift in language not only changes your mindset, but also influences how others perceive and respond to you. Remember, words create energy, and the energy you send out determines the kind of experiences you attract into your life. 3. Use the power of affirmations to rewire your brain. Affirmations are positive, intentional statements that help reprogram the subconscious mind. They work because the brain doesn't differentiate between real experiences and what it repeatedly hears and believes. Think of affirmations as mental exercises. The more you practice them, the stronger and more automatic your positive mindset becomes. How to use affirmations effectively. Speak in the present tense. Instead of saying, "One day I will be successful," say, "I am creating success right now." Use emotion and belief. Don't just say the words, feel them. The stronger the emotion, the more deeply your brain absorbs the message. Repeat daily. The more you reinforce affirmations, the more they replace old, limiting beliefs. Powerful affirmations you can use today. I am confident and capable. I attract positive energy into my life. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth. Write these down, say them aloud daily, and watch how they transform your mindset over time. 4. Replace I have to with I get to. A simple yet powerful trick to shift your mindset is replacing phrases like I have to with I get to. This subtle shift instantly turns obligations into opportunities, making daily tasks feel less stressful and more fulfilling. For example, instead of I have to go to work, say I get to go to work and earn money to build my future. Instead of I have to exercise, say I get to move my body and become healthier. Instead of I have to study, say I get to learn and improve my skills. This small change in language transforms your perspective, making life feel more rewarding and less burdensome. 5. Surround yourself with positive language. The words you hear from others also influence your thoughts. If you constantly engage in negative conversations or surround yourself with pessimistic people, it will reinforce limiting beliefs. Instead, seek out books and podcasts that uplift and inspire, friends and mentors who encourage personal growth, media and content that promotes positive thinking. Remember, your environment shapes your mindset, and your mindset shapes your reality. Your words, your power. The words you use today will determine the life you live tomorrow. By becoming more mindful of your language, you can shift from a fear-based, self-limiting mindset to one filled with confidence, possibility, and purpose. The power is in your hands, or rather in your words. So, starting today, choose your words carefully. Use them to uplift, empower, and inspire, not just others but yourself. Because once you change the way you speak, you change the way you think. And once you change the way you think, you change the way you live. How to maintain this positive shift in the long run. Now that you understand the power of words and how they shape your reality, the real challenge is sustaining this positive transformation. It's easy to fall back into old habits, especially when surrounded by negativity or when facing stress. But with consistent effort, you can train your mind to default to empowering language rather than self-defeating thoughts. Here are some long-term strategies to help you reinforce positive thinking and language habits so they become a natural part of your mindset. 1. Daily journaling for language awareness. Journaling is one of the most powerful tools for self-reflection and rewiring thought patterns. It allows you to track your thoughts and words, helping you recognize areas where negativity still lingers. How to use journaling to strengthen positive language. Morning affirmation journaling. Write down 3 to 5 affirmations every morning. This sets the tone for the day and conditions your brain to focus on empowerment and possibility. Gratitude writing. Each night, write down at least 3 things you're grateful for. This shifts your focus from what's missing to what's abundant in your life. Negative thought reflection. If you catch yourself using negative language during the day, write it down. Then rewrite that thought in a more positive and empowering way. Over time, this practice will train your brain to automatically reframe negativity without even thinking about it. 2. Surround yourself with uplifting voices. Your words are influenced by the voices around you. If you're constantly exposed to negativity, complaining, and limiting beliefs, your mind will absorb that energy. On the other hand, when you surround yourself with positive, forward-thinking people, their language and mindset will naturally elevate your own. Ways to surround yourself with positive voices. Follow inspiring content creators, podcasts, and authors who promote self-improvement and mental resilience. Limit exposure to negative conversations, whether online or in person. If certain people in your life constantly drain your energy, create boundaries. Engage in empowering discussions. Find friends, mentors, or online communities where uplifting and intelligent conversations are the norm. By curating your environment, you'll reinforce a mindset that aligns with growth, success, and emotional well-being. 3. Practice mindful speaking, the pause and choose method. One of the biggest challenges in changing your words is that we often speak without thinking. Before we even realize it, we've already spoken in a way that reinforces negativity. To counter this, use the pause and choose method. Pause before speaking, especially when reacting emotionally. Ask yourself, is what I'm about to say helpful or harmful? Choose a more empowering way to express your thoughts. For example, instead of saying, "I'm so unlucky," pause and reframe it as, "This challenge is an opportunity for me to learn and grow." "I hate my job." Pause and reframe it as, "I am working toward a career that fulfills me." Over time, this intentional way of speaking will become second nature, rewiring your subconscious to focus on possibility rather than limitation. 4. Set a language challenge for 30 days. If you really want to rewire your brain, commit to a 30-day challenge where you avoid negative self-talk, replace complaints with constructive solutions, use empowering language in all conversations, repeat positive affirmations daily. By the end of the 30 days, you'll notice a dramatic shift in your mindset, emotions, and overall perspective on life. Your brain will have started rewiring itself, making positive language and empowering beliefs your new normal. Final thought, the power is in your hands and your words. Remember, words are not just sounds, they are forces of creation. They shape your mindset, your emotions, and ultimately, your destiny. By being mindful of the words you use, you're taking control of how you think, how you feel, and how you navigate life's challenges. So, the next time you catch yourself speaking negatively, pause and remember, your words are shaping your future. Choose them wisely. If this video sparked something in you, if it made you reflect, question, or see the power of your own words in a new light, then don't stop here. Hit that subscribe button and turn on the notifications because we dive deep into topics that redefine how you think, speak, and live. Your words shape your reality, but so do your choices. And right now, you have a choice to join a community that challenges conventional thinking and helps you unlock a stronger, wiser, and more powerful version of yourself. So, are you ready to change the way you see the world? Subscribe now and take control of your reality.